Yes, sir.
We all had a wonderful holiday. Then we are back.
Yeah, good.
Okay, so any issues with the midterm? Anybody who cannot see the scores yet? Is there anyone who cannot see his midterm score?
Yes, sir.
All right, but you wrote the paper, you wrote the midterm. Crispin,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
have you checked your spam? Have you checked your spam to check whether or your junk mail?
Yes, sir. I'm going through. Oh,
Okay. When you submitted, what did you see? What did you see when you submitted it? Did they say your response has been recorded or it didn't go at all?
okay. I didn't see anything.
Well, okay. So you can send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll look at it. I'll see whether there's an issue somewhere. Yeah. So you can get in touch later. Maybe later in the day, I'll look at it. Right. And for those who could not do the midterm, I've said that I'm going to arrange another one for you. So it's either you are going to do it when you come for the next face to face, or you are wait till the exam. Then I'll have that midterm question for you. So after the exam, you do the midterm in addition. So those are the two things I'm looking at. So I'll communicate to you whatever decision I take. So if you have not done the midterm, don't worry, you definitely do yours. But this one it will be a different form or format. We've done the one, so we'll try something else again. And please mute your microphone when you join. All right. So we are going to look at something on myself, how to write myself. So this is quite a short lecture. We are going to look at how, in case you are supposed to write Moamem, which is myself, how are you going to go about it? So I'll give you some guidelines, a very short one, a few things you can say about yourself. Then I'll give you an assignment to go and also look for some other things you can say about yourself. If you have to write Moamem, how do you go about it? What are some things you can say about yourself? So that when we meet face to face, some of you I'll call some of you randomly to read your essay for us, so that we'll see whether we understand what exactly we are supposed to do. In case you are supposed to write myself, you should be able to do that. All right, so I'm going to share the slides. So all right, so I hope you can see. Vous voyez l'écran?
Oui, oui, monsieur.
Okay, très bien. So we are saying that if you have to say, all right, myself, there are certain things or questions you have to ask yourself when you want to write myself. The first thing you have to ask is your name. And how do you write your name? Definitely you have to write your name. So the question comes, comment tu t'appelles? Comment tu t'appelles? It means what? What is your name? Où habites-tu? Où habites-tu talks about what? Where you live. Right? So the question where you live also comes. Then your age. Quel âge as-tu? Quel âge as-tu? So your age will be what? Age. So you want to ask yourself your age if you want to talk about that. Then some physical features of yourself. Are you tall? Are you short? Are you fair in complexion? Are you chocolate? Are you dark? You can say all that. So here there's the question comes. Quelle est la couleur de vos cheveux et vos yeux? So this person is asking the color of his hair. So you may want to talk about the color of your hair, the color of your eyes. Yes, any other thing you want to say? Do you have a pointed nose? Do you have a round face? There are so many things you can say. Then we go to what the date of birth or your birthday, the day you were born. Quelle est la date de votre anniversaire? Quelle est la date de votre anniversaire? Anniversaire in French is birthday. And so if I say c'est mon anniversaire, it means it's my birthday. Aujourd'hui, c'est mon anniversaire. So you want to talk about that. So maybe you mention the day, maybe the date that you were born, then the year. So these are some things you can say. Also, your siblings. You may want to talk about the siblings, the number of siblings you have. If you have sisters, how many are they? If you have brothers, it's on combien, how many are they? Then you may want to go on to add their names, and you can mention their names. Then we come to the last one. Quel est ton meilleur sujet à l'école? So this one, when you are maybe in school, you want to talk about your favorite subject or your favorite course. You say, quel est ton meilleur sujet à l'école? So in a nutshell, these are some questions you ask yourself when you want to write about myself or moi-même. Now we want to go about it. How are you going to go about writing these things? If I have to say my name or write about my name, I can say, je m'appelle Nicolas Adorsu. So, je m'appelle will come, which comes from the verb s'appeler. So, je m'appelle Nicolas Adorsu. So, that is one way I can use to mention my name or state my name. Which other way can we talk about the name? If you have another style, can you tell us? If you have another way, you can raise your hand and tell us. If I don't want to say je m'appelle and I say my name, which other way can we go about it? Est-ce qu'il y a autre manière ou moyen de dire ça? Any idea? No answer? Beatrice Efa, ça va? Can you help us? Beatrice, ça va?
Ça va très bien.
Okay, so I like the way you are speaking the French. It means you can help us. So let's hear you. Do you have any answer or another way of saying the name?
Okay.
Or someone should come and help you. Someone should help you.
Yes.
Okay,
Mr. Abraham
so
should help.
Beatrice is calling for help. So Stephen has raised his hand. So Stephen is coming to it. Oui, Stephen, let's hear you.
Sir, please, mon nom est Steven Japa.
Okay, so très bien. Mon nom est. So merci beaucoup, Stephen. That's another way of saying my name. Any other way apart from what Stephen has given us? All right, I can see Philemon. Your mic is on. You want to say something?
Je suis Philemon.
Yes, très bien, très bien. There's another good one. Je suis Philemon. What is the meaning? I am Philemon, right? So that's another nice one. Merci, Philemon. So we don't always have to say je m'appelle. I can say je suis. Mon nom est. So Abraham is also here. Abraham, let's hear you. We have another one.
How about je me nomme Abraham?
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Je me nomme. Yeah, so my name is, or I'm called. I'm called. So that's another way. So there are other ways of saying your name apart from je m'appelle. So I like all the examples you've given. I hope that if you have to write moi-même, one day you remember all of them quickly. So those are all good ways of saying your name. Now we move to where you live. Now, in order to say I live at somewhere, what will come is the verb habiter. Normally, habiter is used, which means to live. So if I say j'habite à Accra, so if you want to talk about maybe you live in a town, in a suburb, you normally will use what à. J'habite à Kumasi. J'habite à Takrady. I live in Takrady. J'habite à Lomé. I live in Lomé. Right. So this is for a town. a village, a suburb. That is it. But if you want to say maybe you live in a country and the country is a feminine noun, I've already told you that countries are either masculine or feminine, just like how French nouns are. So a country like France is a feminine noun. So I'll say j'habite en France. I live in France. J'habite en Angleterre. Which country is Angleterre?
England.
England.
All right, that's good. Très bien. J'habite en Afrique du Sud. Afrique du Sud. Which country is Afrique du Sud? South Africa. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So if the country is feminine or the country starts with a vowel, which I believe we all know now what a vowel is in French. So if it starts with a vowel, then you can say j'habite, let's say en Egypt, j'habite en Algérie, j'habite, if so that en Angleterre, en Côte d'Ivoire. All right, then there's one I've not added. O, A-U, O. If the country is a masculine country or a masculine noun, we can say j'habite. For instance, Ghana is masculine, so I'll say j'habite au Ghana. J'habite au Mali. J'habite au Togo. So that should tell you that all these countries are masculine nouns. So it is important to know the correct determinant for it. So it's important that you know what to use. Now we come to your age. Your age. So I want to say, for instance, I'm 20 years old. In French, we want to say, when you want to say I am, or you want to say your age, they don't use the verb to be. In English, we say I am, you are, he is. But for them, when they are talking about the age, they'll rather go with the verb avoir, to have. Avoir. So if somebody wants to say, let's say I am 20 years old, I would have to conjugate the verb avoir. Then I add the number of years, the number, before I add the an, which is ans, an. J'ai 20 ans. Because when we are conjugating avoir, we say, j'ai, tu as, il a, elle a, like that. So, j'ai 20 ans means I am 20 years old. In French, this will mean I am, but in English, if you want to translate this directly to English, it will be like I have 20 years old.
20 years, yes.
Yes, you see, but you don't have to translate it like that because this is how French people say the age. So this, even though they use the verb avoir, if you are translating it into English, you will say what? I am 20 years old. So this is something we have to know. Then we make sure that when we are saying the age, you don't go and write Je suis 20 ans, Je suis 30 ans, Je suis 60 ans. So please, always for age, we use the verb avoir. Est-ce que c'est clair?
Oui.
Okay. All right. So, in case you are supposed to write my mem, despite the fact that I say it or I emphasize, people will still write je suis, but please, in case you are writing something like this, make sure you don't use the être for the age, but always avoir. All right, then we come to the hair. This person is talking about the color of his hair or her hair. J'ai des cheveux noirs. Hair is what? Cheveux. So if I say j'ai des cheveux noirs, it means I have black hair. J'ai des yeux bleus. I have blue eyes. And so if you have eyes and your eyes are blue, you can talk about the color. The plural for eye is what? Eyes. In French, Y-E-U-X is the plural for eye. The singular eye is what? Oil. So you can look for the other parts of the body if you want to describe other parts. You have a long nose or a pointed nose, the end pointy. You can also look for how we say your height. Maybe I am 2 feet tall, 3 feet tall. You must look for all that. In case if you are writing your essay, I want you to look for these other things and add. Right? Then we go to the year you were born. The year you were born. So if I say, for instance, je suis né Le 20 avril. Je suis né le 20 avril 1999. It means that if I want to say maybe I was born on 20th April 1999, right? It was je suis né le 20 avril 1999. So, né. Now the né comes from the verb what? Naître, to be born. Naître. So you are saying I was born. Now this né, if you're a female, the né you have to add an e to it. But a male will write the name like this. But the female will have to add another E to it. Then you write your le. If it's 20, you want to say 20th, or you write the number, the figure, 20. Right? There you don't have to say it orally. So, but if you are reading it to me, then you have to read the 20 as what? Yeah, the oral. Because in writing now, I can write the figure. And the year, 1999, you still write the figures. But when you are reading, you know, you have to say it in words. 1999. When we are talking about the years in French, it is like you are saying the numbers. And so 1999 is equivalent to 1999. And the way they say 1999 in French. And so you need to take note of that. All right. So that is how we talk about the day or year you were born. Then we come to your siblings. J'ai deux sœurs. So here you see that we have to use the verb avoir here because this is to have. To have. We want to say to have. So j'ai deux sœurs. I have two sisters et trois frères. So in case you have three brothers, it's what trois frères. There are some people who do not have any siblings. So you need to look for how you say that. Maybe you are the only child. How do we say that? Look for how it's said. In case you are writing that. So that is the different ways of saying the same thing. Now, if you mention your siblings' names, or you mention the number of siblings you have, then the next line you can talk about their names, or you can mention their names if you want to. Now we come to your best subject in school. Mon meilleur sujet à l'école est le français. So if your favorite subject is French, it's le français. If it's English, l'anglais. There, the L will have an apostrophe because anglais starts with a vowel. If it's geography, it's geography. So you look for the favorite subject, how we call it, then you say. So in a nutshell, this is it. And let's look at how somebody has gone over or said, written his Moamem. So you can see here that there's a sample here. This is a guide. But when you are writing your Moamem, it shouldn't be one line like this. It must be continuous writing because it's an essay. You know already that when you're writing an essay, you wouldn't write it like this because this one, it looks like a poem, but this one is just to say that these are some things you can say. So we have, je m'appelle Kofi Mensah. J'habite à Takrady. I live in Takrady. J'ai 20 ans. Means I'm 20 years old. J'ai les cheveux noirs et les yeux bruns. I have black hair, brown eyes. Je suis né le 9 mai 1996. So I was born on 9th May 1996. J'ai deux sœurs et trois frères. I have two sisters and three brothers. Right? So the person goes on to mention the names. Mes sœurs s'appellent Araba Mensah et Adwa Mensah. The names of the brothers too have to come. Mon meilleur sujet à l'école est l'anglais. So if your favorite subject is English, I've said it. If you like science, la science. If it's mathematics, les mathématiques. So it's important to look for what subject you like. Now, so this is it in a nutshell. These are some things you can write when you are supposed to write moi-même or myself. I've already said that there are so many other things you can say. You may want to talk about your parents. You may want to talk about your likes and dislikes. Yes, your favorite meal or your food, your favorite sports, what you do at your leisure time. There are so many things you can say. So I'm saying that you should go and write myself in 100 words. Try and write your own mem in 100 words, but try as much as possible to be a bit unique. Don't come and copy all the things that I have given you. I don't want you to go and do copy copy and paste. Don't do copy Try and look for how some other things are said, and if you want to write about yourself, so that you have some variety and you add a few. Definitely, there are some things I've said here that you can pick. It doesn't mean that you have to repeat all of them or say all of them. The essay, you must own it. You must write your own essay. So basically, that's it. But I hope we know how to count words when you're writing an essay. Who can explain to us how to count words when you are writing an essay? In case you are writing 100 words, how will you know that what I've written is up to about 100 words? Comment vous allez faire ça? Any idea? We have written essays before. All right, Festus, let's go.
Okay, so you look at the number of words you can have on a particular line, and then you multiply by the number of lines you've written.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see, Festus. Yeah, so to add to that, what I'm saying is that the average number of words you write on a line. So if you normally write about 10 words per line, you have maybe written 3 lines already. If you count and you see that averagely you write 10 words per line, then you know that you are going to do about 10 lines and you get your 100 words. If you write more, maybe smaller, or your handwriting is bigger, maybe you write about 5 words per line, then it means that you are going to do more lines. So it is up to you to know the number of words you normally write in a line, and you know how to go about it, right? So that is it for my mem. Yeah, today is a very short session. Any question for me? Est-ce qu'il y a des préoccupations? Any question? Okay. Yeah, I can see. Let me see. We have Festus here or Abraham. Okay, Abraham.
Yes, sir. So the 100 words, let's say, talking about myself, maybe there are some things that I'll bring that will be more than somebody. So is it compulsory to be 100 or it can be more, a little more than?
Yeah. Okay. So what normally happens is that if we say, for instance, 100 words, it means you can do plus or minus 10% of that 100 words.
Okay.
So you can write a bit more of that, maybe 120 words, or it's okay. But if you don't have to write way more than the word count, because normally when you are given a word count, you try to work around it. So if not, it means that somebody will also be able to write more, but the person will write within the number of words you are supposed to write. And so you might write, and somebody might even penalize you for writing way more than that.
Yeah.
Or someone will also ignore and maybe not give you any extra mark for writing way more than that. So you always try to be within the word count, and just make sure that the things you have put there are very good, and will give you the mark. That's it. So definitely somebody will write more than the 100 words, a bit more than that. But it shouldn't also be way smaller. Maybe a little. If you are writing 50 words, 60 words, that one is a problem. It's a problem. Donc, we try to work around the word count, because mostly if you are given an essay, the word count will definitely come. The question will ask you to write in a certain number of words. It will not say write mama. If not, somebody can write even 2 pages. So it depends everybody and how the person goes about things. So let's try and stay within the word count, right? I hope your question is answered.
Yes, please.
All right. Any other question before we end it? Autre question, autre préoccupation? Okay, Festus, yeah.
Sir, please, are you to submit it on the LMS? And in which
No.
format?
I want you to try your hands on it, but try and write yours. In a way, you are practicing it. So I want you to write your own Mohammed. When we meet, I'll go around and check. But I'm saying that I'll call some of you at random to read your Mohammed for us. So as you are writing your Mohammed, make sure if you are using AI, make sure the AI shows you how to read it. So that on that day, you will not be reading a different language. Right. So that is it. It's just for you to also get familiar with it. I want you to write Mamem in your own way. There are different styles, and so I want to see how you've gone about it. That is it. So I'm not going to collect it, but I want you to try and answer on it. But make sure on the day you come, you have it. It's ready, so that some of you can help us with the reading. I hope it's okay. C'est compris?
Yes, please.
All right. The ladies are not talking now. The guys are in a comfortable lead. Or the ladies, you don't have any question for me?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, sir.
Vanessa is okay. All right. Rebecca, you're okay. That's fine. Today I've not heard Rebecca's voice. Rebecca will normally talk, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I hope you are good.
Yes, please, yourself.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good,
I thought
good.
maybe you are still in the Easter mood, so.
You should
Oh,
be
no.
speaking French.
Oh, no.
Okay. On va parler français. All right. So the ladies are okay. That's fine. We are all fine. We are all good. So what is left is. All right, Beatrice, let's hear you.
So, when you were talking about the share, you asked us to write it in
Which one?
yes, but we are reading
I
it.
can't hear you very well.
Hello? So please,
Yeah, it's better now.
okay. When you were talking about the birthday, that's the anniversary, you asked us
Yeah.
that we should write it in figures, but when reading it out, it should be in French or in
Yeah.
words. So, what if the person decides to write it in words and maybe put a bracket, put the figures in a bracket? Is the person wrong?
Well, maybe that's how you want to do it. It's not a problem. But normally for figures, like the day you were born, that one the figure is written. You see, the year, normally you write the year as in figures. But I'm saying that
Yeah.
as you write those ones in figures, you should know how we say them in words, right? So maybe for remembrances, or you want to remember, well, you can put it that way. You can write the word and put it in in brackets or something. That's okay. But if you are writing an essay for me and you write the day and the year and the figures it's okay. That's the standard. So you'll not be punished for it. That's that when you are reading it, yes, that is 14. You are reading the figure. How do you say it? You see, that's what I'm saying. So you can decide to do that. All right. Yeah. Festus, your hand is up. Do you have a question, or your hand has been in the air?
Sir, please say the old one.
Okay, that's fine. I now understand. All right. So any other question before we end it? We are ending early today. Maybe you can use the rest of the period to practice your mamem. If only some of you, especially my friends, the guys, are not going to watch football.
Sir, please, I have a question now.
All right, Festus. Is it Festus or Anthony?
So I have a question. Yeah, when he's done.
Okay, so Festus, let's go.
Sir, please, it's unfortunate I am part of those who couldn't write the French exams, but I kindly want to make some little appeal. Sir, please, you said that you give us the opportunity to rewrite write it again. However, the mode, if we meet face to face and you ask us to write it like in person, I believe it's going to be somehow difficult. So I'm just pleading with you.
No, but this one is a choice between soft life and hard life, or isn't it? I think the soft life too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you put it in like the you put it in like the soft life, or you want it that way? Because
sir, please, that's why it's an appeal. That's why it's an appeal. We beg you, sir.
You know, it takes a lot of time to set questions. You understand? So if you do it, and it means I will now have to go and set another set of questions. You know, so it's more like a punishment you are giving me. Oh, you don't understand.
Sir, we beg you.
It's like it's a punishment because it takes time, to enter the thing in the Google Forms and all that. But I've heard you. I'm looking at it to see how it goes. But I'll give you feedback on that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anthony.
Yes, sir. Just a quick one. I don't know if, because my network was disturbing me, I don't know if somebody has already asked this question. So the question is, looking at how you've arranged the sample of myself.
Yeah.
So can you, the second line, for instance, can you add it to the first line? So that at least it will
Yes, that's
fill
what I'm saying.
one line.
It's supposed to be in continuous writing, but I wrote it that way just for teaching purposes, for you to know that these are the steps or some of the things you can use, to say. So, but when you are writing, it definitely has to be in continuous writing. Yeah, you get it, because it's an essay. Yeah, you don't have to separate them.
Okay. Then one more question is the test that we did for the French.
Yeah.
See, I made mention of the challenge that I had concerning the fact that when I was selecting some of the answers, it wasn't getting through. Then you told me to be fixed, but I don't know. I don't know, because I'm saying this so that any other time that we have any French quiz online, I wouldn't find myself in such situation again, or any other person. So I'm just appealing that if it has to be a way that you can work on it, so that anytime you have any French online, we wouldn't face such a challenge. Because it really disturbed me, honestly speaking. It affected me.
Yeah.
It's an appeal I'm making.
Okay, but I think so far you are the only one who has given me this complaint, because
another person also did, but it seems you didn't really realize. Another person that day also commented, but you didn't see. So I don't know where the problem is. So it's an
that
appeal.
this would be a network issue. Maybe you had a network problem. But we can look at that again. You can send me a message on it. So it is that. But did you get your score?
Yes, I had. It came through my email. Yes, sir.
Okay, so it means that, was it that it was delaying you in selecting the answers, or I don't know.
When you tap an option, it has to mark or tick in a way.
Okay.
You understand? But when I try to tap on an option, it doesn't tick.
Okay.
That was the challenge. It doesn't tick. So I have to choose different options from the same question.
All right.
Yeah, just to fill.
Different option.
Yes.
You can get back to me. We'll see how to address it.
Okay. So assuming question 1, you have A, B, C. You've realized the answer is C. You are taking C. The C is not coming. So I went for B. The B ticked. That was the challenge.
Yeah. So this is quite strange, because nobody has really complained about this. So it's either I don't know whether it's your device or something, but we'll look at it.
I'll try to contact you then.
Yeah. I've not really heard this complaint before, but you get back to me later and we see. I want to know what is the issue.
Very well. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right. So, is there any other issue, or we can end it, so that you use the rest of the period to do maybe your mom, do some research. Est-ce qu'on peut arrêter maintenant? Can we end it here?
Oui, mais.
I think.
Okay, so I think Vanessa is always happy when we are about to end. Vanessa is happy with the ending. I hear Vanessa's was when we are about to end. Yeah, so that's okay. All right. So I'll leave you. I wish you the best for the day. You will have a bon weekend.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And have a wonderful week. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Bye.
All right, guys. So our next lecture is communication skills. So let's prepare. It starts exactly at
from this part.
3:15.
Did you give assignment?
No.
Communication skills. I think the mid
About
the group work. Yeah.
French. He gave us
French gave something to try our hands on. Yeah, I'll put it on our platform. So your coursework will put the questions on the platform. All right. So see you guys in the next class. All right.